Great Challenge. Welcome back to a vlog slash day in the life. It's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. My sewing desk is done. I have a project going on right now. It is 9:19, a little bit behind. I still have work to do on the computer for work. So I tell you what the day is going to look like for me. Walk the dogs, have breakfast. I need to do work on the computer for my job. Even though I'm on vacation, it's gonna take half an hour. After that, I'm going to start processing 5 more items to put on Etsy, so I'll share those items with you. Then lunch. Then I have to go to Michael's and Joann's and possibly Goodwill because it's in the same area. I'm looking for stuff to put outside for decor because remember we were doing a bunch of girls and myself. I believe Denise from The Lovely Life and Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life and a bunch of others. We're doing a front porch decor that we're going to post on December 1st. So I'm doing that this weekend. But I really don't have much to put on the porch. If you remember, I had a banister around the porch and I removed that earlier this year. So I don't have that again for this year. So I really kind of like don't know what to do with my front porch. So I have to start thinking, I really don't want to spend money though. Really don't want to spend money. One, we don't have it. Two, anyway. So I have a few things, but I need something else. So we'll go to Michael's and Joann's. Why am I going to Joann's? I don't really need to go to Joann's, do I? Oh boy, if I go to Joann, I'm going to buy fabric I don't need. Okay, so I'll try to skip Joann. We'll just go to Michael's and maybe Goodwill. And then I have to finish the mat that goes on my sewing desk. So that's going to be a little bit of quilting. And I'll leave it at that. Because yesterday was a busy day. It was really busy. And then tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So tomorrow Scott will go get the food. I'll show you what the food looks like. We'll put everything in the oven and then we'll just relax for the day. No, that's not true. You know me, I'm not going to relax. I'll figure out something. Well, I'll have to decorate the table. We're gonna eat around 1 o'clock, maybe something like that, which is a record early for us. Watch a movie, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. I want to play chess. That's one thing. I always play chess with Edward, and he beats me like 5 moves. But anyway, all right. Let me go walk the dogs, and then I'll show you breakfast and move on with the day. All right. So here's breakfast for me today. I am having a half avocado and then this is a whole wheat bread sandwich with lots of spinach and 2 slices of ham. Okay, so I am back with really poor lighting. Do I look like a raccoon? Anyway, oh, by the way, guys, thank you so much for the comments in yesterday's video. You really warmed my heart. I really appreciate that. And yes, I do glow when I'm in this room doing the things I enjoy. Isn't that amazing how I picked up on sewing and it just sparks joy for me. Even if what I'm doing is not a big deal. It's just like it's the tactile, it's the doing something. So I can only recommend that you find a hobby. Okay. And I keep on saying that. Find a hobby, ladies. Find something that makes you happy and that you can spend time to just, you know, unwind and just let go, right? Because we're going through some tough times, and I hear that there's a lot of people who've picked up sewing because they were making masks at the beginning. You remember we couldn't find any masks? Everybody was making masks. You could go to Joann's and then they would have like those little kits they would give you at your car window, and everybody was making masks. And then I guess some people really enjoyed the process and are starting to get into sewing. This was one of the skills that they taught every young woman back in the days. You remember home economics? Like you had sewing. Like if you didn't know how to mend a sock or if you didn't know how to do a hem on a skirt or your husband's pants, you were pretty lousy as a housewife. I know times have changed and it's not like a must in, you know, in the education of girls now, boys. But it's an important skill, and considering the garbage they sell at the stores now that just fall apart after 2 wash and they just just look at the way they cut. It's horrible. It's really not well tailored. So if you want to look good and you know, and have some good quality clothes, even though you really can't find good quality fabric anymore. Like Joanne doesn't even sell wool. I don't think so. Maybe they have wool blend, but if you wanted to make a suit, like where do you go to get the fabric? Anywho, I'm diverting as usual because I like to yap. So, you know, if you want to find something that's nice and well tailored now, you're pretty much stuck with having to make it or commission it. And that could cost you a lot of money to have it made by a seamstress. So, you know, why not learn? And it's not a very long process because the skills kind of like build up and carry on from one project to the other. It's not like every project requires a brand new set of skills. Like, you know, carpentry is the same thing. Like once you've done a desk, the next desk is the same set of skills. So I don't know. I'm just sharing my experience with it and what it brings to me and how happy I am that I've picked up this hobby. I really didn't think I was going to get into this. I've watched my mother and my grandmother my entire life making all of our clothes, and I didn't think twice about it. I was just like, okay. And then I just got into it, and from the quilting now I'm into garment making, but I'm still quilting because I really like quilting. Anyway, I'm here to show you the 5 new items that are going to be on Etsy today. So yesterday 5 items were posted. Today I'm posting 5 new items. It's much easier for Scott and I to do 5 at a time. It's manageable because in the past I would do like 11, 12 items. You spend the entire day processing and packing and whatnot. So 5 is doable. I'm sure if I was doing 1 a day that would be even better, and then once a week I post 7, but I don't think strategically like that. Apparently I'm known for working hard, not smart. So anyway, first item is this. Oh boy, do I have memories with these. Scott's grandmother, Imogene, who is long gone now, and a lot of the stuff I have in the house is from her house and things that she gave me or I inherited, well, we inherited, had an entire collection of these. These are the Fostoria coin ruby red designs, and they did again everything with this. They had the large bowl, the platters, the plates, the ashtrays, the glasses. She had the whole thing. And I got another set of Fostoria ruby red glasses from her, which you're probably going to see tomorrow in the Thanksgiving table setup, because I usually use them for Thanksgiving. But they're not the coin ones, it's just regular ruby red. But these are the coins. So this is a bowl. And it's called the coin pattern because if you can see, it's got coins all around. Liberty Bell and is it the American Eagle? George Washington. Yeah, it's George Washington and the Liberty Bell on it. It's ruby red. It's got gold in it, and I explained that before. You see how the middle is a little bit more orangey. Okay, so they put gold in it, and depending on how they fire it, this is hand blown and pressed into a mold. Depending on how they fire it, it will give a different color. So the more you fire it, the more red it is. So if you look at it really in the light, you can see that the top here is really, really red, and then it starts to be a slight gradient, and then the bottom part here, which is the part that would have the least amount of heat, where they had the thing that holds it, it has a name, it escapes me, and then they snip it, right? That part here is more orange because it's got less heat, so the gold didn't react as much. What can you do with this? All sorts of things. It's glorious. I love it. I love this red. It's the same red that in my dining room. This is just about as vintage as they get. So that's the, and they're not expensive because they were produced in mass by Fostoria. which no longer exist. So this is probably from the 50s or the 60s. So that's one item. The second item is a Fenton vase, and it's a melon shape with the ruffle on top. It's a little dirty right now. I have to clean it. So it doesn't have the Fenton sticker, but I know it's a Fenton. It's a matte or satin finish, robin egg blue, very pretty, very nice. I love Fenton. They do really, really nice vases, and the melon shape is what you see here, because it does look like a melon, right? Okay, so that's that. All right, I found another one of the roosters. Yes, mill glass hen in a nest. So I'm not sure who made this one. It doesn't have a stamp at the bottom. It's probably Anchor Hawking or Westmoreland. It's in perfect condition. Again, it's dirty. I gotta clean it. I sold a whole bunch of those in the past. My grandmother used to have the duck, and it's in my curio cabinet. You remember the duck? It was a ceramic duck, and these were usually meant to be salt cellars for coarse salt. So ladies would keep that by the stove, pull it out, you know, open it, get your salt and close it. You can also put jelly beans in it, all sorts of things. They're super, super cute. It's mill glass. You can see the edges are a little bit translucent. The item is gorgeous, and the top part here is where they fired it in the mold. So that it's even cute for Easter. I like those. I don't know why I'm not keeping it, because I really like those, but anyway. All right, next item. This is one of the items I found at the Willing Heart, and you probably saw on the video. This is amazing pottery. See, I have an eye for pottery. I just love them. So this one is signed. I haven't looked it up yet. Those of you who are potters probably recognize it. And of course it's signed by the artist. It's a beautiful picture. The fire glaze on it is gorgeous. And it's got this orange peel effect to it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous picture. And you don't have to use it for water. You can use it to just put dry flowers in it. You can use it for just decor. It's very nice. It feels just right as a piece of pottery. Glorious. Gorgeous. And I love that gunmetal glaze on it, like where they fired it. That's really nice. I like this piece. Very pretty for a primitive decor. It has like a ridiculously small little chip. Can you see it right here? Like, you can't see it. You just put dirt on it. You won't see it. I mean, really, it's ridiculously small. Alright, so this one caught my eye, and that's another one that I got at the Willing Heart, and you probably saw it. It's this thing here. Now this, I had never heard of that company before. This is by Pantry Bake In by Ware Crooksville. Alright, so it's Crooksville pottery. Obviously doesn't exist anymore. It's called a silhouette teapot or coffee pot. It's more like a tea. Very obviously from the 30s. It's got that Art Deco type shape. You see how the handle is. This is like really typical Art Deco. It's pretty old. I mean, it's from the 30s, so it's 80 years old, you know, and it's in pretty darn good shape for something that's 80 years old. So of course there is some crazing, if you see it, on the glaze, which is normal wear for something this age. And then there is a hairline crack right here on the lid. So I would be careful with that. But obviously this is not for use. This is for somebody who collects or as a decorative piece, unless you're very, very careful. So yes, it does have a hairline crack, but I had to pick it because it's very old and it's so unusual. Like the shape of it, look, it's like a diamond at the bottom. It's like everything about it is just like, we're gonna do something different with our teapots. It's so cute, so whimsical. So anyway, these are the 5 items I am going to put up on Etsy. So same thing than yesterday, and I'm not going to refilm that. I'm going to wash them very, very well. They're going to be taken in picture. Then I'm going to create the listing, put them in my database, and once that's done, then I'll check out. I have 1 item to bring to the post office. I'll stop by my P.O. box to see what's there, but I do have 1 item to ship, so that's gonna go today. And then I'm going to Michael's, and while I'm at Michael's, Scott is gonna start packing all of this stuff. Then I'll have lunch, then I'll finish my runner here, and that would be it for today. I want to take it easy, and then tomorrow is Thanksgiving, but you know that. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I am done with preparing all the posts for the new 5 items. This is my pathetic lunch. It's leftovers from yesterday's chicken with a salad, basically. I have 2 boxes now, not just 1, but 2 boxes to drop off at the post office. So I'm gonna eat my lunch and then check out. Go to the post office to drop off those boxes for shipping, check out what's in the P.O. box, and then I'm on my way to Michael's. And Scott is still wrapping. I don't know if you can see, but hi Willie!
Hello.
He's still wrapping the 5 items that I just processed. And when I come back from Michael's again, I'll finish some sewing, and then I'll say goodbye because I have to edit yesterday's video, and I think it's going to be a little long. So I will see you in a bit. Oh my god, I just got a major case of the lazy. It's 4 o'clock, no, 3 o'clock. I didn't change the clock on the car. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just spent an hour and a half pretty much doing nothing but sit and stare, and I really need to get going. Because otherwise, 1, this video is going to be 10 minutes long, and 2, I got stuff to do. So I'm going to the post office to drop off the 2 boxes I got right here for stuff that was purchased from my Etsy shop. And hold on, because I got to adjust the seat here. He's not that tall. But I can't even reach the pedal. Okay, here we go. I got to do that, and then I got to go to Michael's. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I think those big mesh ribbons, I'm going to put that on the Collins. And here's Scott. What is he doing? What you doing? Oh, you're getting boxes? You're getting boxes? I could open the window. I could do that. You're getting boxes in the garage? Oh, okay. All right.
What do you think I was doing?
I don't know. I thought you were coming.
You want me to come?
Nah. You get... If you want to, but you, what are you going to do at Michael's?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. See ya.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you too.
So, yeah, I think I'm going to get some of those big mesh ribbons to put around the Collins with my lit garland. And then I got a quilt, and that would be it. Not a long video. Not very interesting either, but some days I like that. Okay, so here I am at Michael's. I am here for ribbon and thank you cards. Let's see if I can stick to a budget and the list. So what I'm thinking of doing is wrapping the Collins with the garlands that I have that are lit, and then stuff them with big mesh ribbon like this, but I wish there was green. I'm not seeing any green one. Except for this, but I don't like this. Not at all. So I guess we're gonna do, it's either this or this. Yeah, I did pretty good at Michael's. The only thing that wasn't on the list were the little hooks, which I need anyway to attach the ornaments. And then I bought a new blade for my rotary cutter because you saw me yesterday. I had to go twice to cut the stuff. So that was dull. I needed to replace it. But the idea here is that I have 2 columns, well I have 4 columns, but I'm going to decorate the 2. The only problem is that they're off-centered, or the door is off-centered from it, but, you know, I'll figure something out. So I have those lit garland, like faux greenery Christmas garland, that I'm going to wrap around the columns and then swag in the front with a riff in the middle, right? And just to fluff those garlands a little bit because they're kind of skinny and not very nice, I'm going to add those big plastic ornaments and those big mesh ribbons. So it's gonna fill them up and it's gonna do the whole front porch like an arch basically. I have the 2 goats. They always have their naughty or nice Christmas hats. I have a big Christmas sign that I found on the street a couple of years ago that I'm yet to use. And then I bought wrapping paper, 3 different ones. What I'm gonna do is do a tower of fake packages in the front, and that should be it for my front porch decor. I don't want to do too much. And I still have several wreaths that are lit, some that are not. I'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna do that this weekend. It's 4 o'clock exactly. I was planning on going to Goodwill, and then I said, I have too much stuff on the shelves. Let's not go to Goodwill. I'm gonna go home, have a snack, and quilt for about an hour or 2. Now just an hour, and then that'll be it. Then I'll edit yesterday's video, which you're seeing on Wednesday, and post the stuff on Etsy. So this video you're actually going to see on Thanksgiving. So before I end the video, I'll have to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, but not doing that yet. Right now, I really need a hot tea and go home and quilt. I'm back home and here's my snack. I'm having a cup of tea and some baby carrot with hummus. And Scott is still wrapping stuff for me. How you doing?
Wonderful.
Isn't it fun?
Oh my God. Wild horses couldn't tear me away from this.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's okay because I have more.
Yay.
Are you looking forward to the food tomorrow?
Oh yeah. Who wouldn't?
I am too. I'm curious to see what the King's food is going to be like. Because usually, what did we do last year? Wegmans?
I don't remember. I think we did Wegmans.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Yeah, it was good. It's just that you got to drive like half an
but
hour
this
to
one
get
is like 5 minutes
5
away.
minutes away, yeah.
All right, so we'll.
But you know they do have good food over there generally.
The food at King's is really good. They're great catering. I am not trying to advertise for stuff, so okay. I don't know why it's here. Anyway, all right, let me have my snack. I'm going to spend some time on the Twitter, see what's the news, and then I'll go downstairs and do some quilting. Hey, I'm back in business. First thing is first, the candle. I got Edward over there on the other side playing video games. Hey, Ed.
Yep.
You going to play chess with me tomorrow?
We're playing chess tomorrow?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Okay. Can you let me win?
No.
Okay. You know, I was thinking about redoing this, but you know, Mom made this for me, so I don't know. I have to ask. Okay, so I'm going to quilt this today, and probably bind it. First things first, I have to change feet. I'm going to go into walking foot. I was thinking about the color of the binding, and I think that I'm going to use some of the bands of the same fabric to do the binding. The black is just going to show too much. Alright, so I'm going to start with the middle, and I'm going in straight line through, and then I'm going to do semi-parallel lines, not exactly the same distance in between, so that it gives a little bit of a visual interest. I'm going to do 3 for stitch length, because 2.5 is going to be too tight.
I wanna jump around when I think about yesterday. Your smile, your style so fly, my oh my. As time stood still, I got the urge to steal a kiss, and so I did. Now I'm embarrassed, but just a little bit. Oh, there must be gold on those lips and honey on those fingertips.
So you see I'm keeping it simple, right? I'm not doing anything extraordinary. You see the stippling? So some of them are close to each other, like these here, and then space, close again, right? And then in the back, not that it really matters, but this is what it looks like in the back. So just gonna go ahead and figure out what binding I'm going to use. It's either going to be one of those fabrics or another one from the collection that I haven't used yet. So you know what I did? Because I didn't want to be bothered with trying to figure out how I was going to join those and have the right measurement, I put the two browns together, and you remember I had a little bit of black left, so I'm gonna have about this much black. I have to figure out where I'm gonna position it, probably in the back, because I need binding, and I'm just trying to use what I have, and quite frankly right now all I'm doing is just having a little bit of fun. I was thinking, would it be cool if I had all the time in the world to make mats like this for every season. So this one obviously is like a fall, but I have one for Christmas and one for the spring, so much and so forth. So all I've got to do now is basically sew in the front, just like regular binding. And I'm not even upset that I didn't have enough brown and I got to do a little bit of black. It's just a reminder that you do with what you have. I could have cut some brown fabric, but why? This is just a mat for my machine. You never know when I could use the brown. You make do with what you have. And those of you who are like seamstress and who quilt like I do, you understand the concept. Like you really do with what you have. I mean, yeah, ideally you'd be able to have a room full of all the colors and all the fabrics and backups of backups, but that's not a reality, okay? In real life, sometimes you just either don't have the funds or you don't have the time, or you just don't feel like going to the store to get whatever fabric you need. I didn't want to cut these that are left over, so I got a piece of black, and that's a good reminder that I'm being economical and reasonable. It's just a mat for the machine. You know, back in the 30s, people didn't have any money at all during the Great Depression to make clothes, and a lot of women were making underwear out of the fabric from mattresses, and they were making dresses out of flour sacks. So whenever you can get a scrap of fabric to end a project or finish a project, just grab it. It's not a big deal. So I'm gonna do this, right? And then when I come back, it'll be finished. I'll show it to you, and then I'll say goodbye and wish you a happy
And it's done. I have a mat for the machine. Now, what's the purpose of the mat? It stops the machine from vibrating too much. It gives you a surface that's a little bit more comfortable here. You can put your pins here if you want to. It protects the table altogether. The black barely shows. I mean, really, you have to look. And again, if I wanted to do the pockets, right, you could have, well, this fabric here on this side would have to be the same than this. So there's a portion of it that would have had to be reversed, right? But all you do basically is bring this over this way. Let me bring the machine down a little bit. Okay, so you bring this over this way and you fold it, and then you do stitching here to create pockets, right? If you wanted to do that. I decided again that I don't want to do that. I think it's going to be annoying more than anything else. Hold on. Right, so I have my little mat right here, and I really like it because foxes are my favorite, so they're right there. It's a happy fabric. I really, really like it. Now, I did the binding by machine on the front. Very obviously, I should have done it in the back, so that would have left this on the front, but that's okay. You know, I'm still learning. No problem. I like it. I really, really like it. It's washable. It protects the table, and I'm gonna make a matching one. Well, this one I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with the binding. I'm probably gonna do the black because I got black here anyway, so that would look good. And by the way, this green here is the same one that's here. So it actually, I mean, I know it's pattern overload, but I don't care. So I'll have a mat here, and then I'll have a mug rug or something else, and a thread catcher matching. So this is perfect. Now, if I had made it even longer, I could actually use it as a cover for the machine. But I think I'm going to use the fat quarters I have left. Let me close this so you can see what it looks like. Right, it's not too intrusive. I like it. I have a lot of fat quarters in the same pattern, right? The ones I didn't want to cut the brown because I'm I don't know, I'm stingy when it comes to fabric. I like to use it for projects, but not like important stuff, not stuff like that. I'm actually thinking about making a full cover for the machine. I look a wreck. I tell you what Mom's gonna say. If I tell her, hey Mom, can I make myself a new cover for my machine, and I'll put this one to the side, you know what she's gonna say? She's gonna say, I can't believe you still have it. You still have this old thing? And I'll be like, yeah. And she says, I have to get rid of it. So I'll ask her. But it would be cool if I had like a whole ensemble, right? Anyway, so today is Thanksgiving for you guys. I know this video wasn't much because I didn't film everything, and then I got lazy. You know, I was busy yesterday. I got a little tired, I guess. I needed some rest. Tomorrow's video, I'm doing actual Thanksgiving, some sewing, I don't know, maybe no sewing at all. I'm definitely not putting anything up for Etsy, but I just wanted to say it's Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful time with your family. I know it's very difficult this year. Between COVID and politics and all of this stuff, 2020, we're over 2020 already. Can't wait for Christmas to be over and start a new year. Brand new everything, hopefully. But despite all the difficulties and despite the hurdles and the barriers to having a really, really good Thanksgiving this year, we can still manage to be thankful and spend time over the phone, on Zoom, FaceTime, whatever we can do to be with our family and our loved ones. Make every minute count if you can. It's still Thanksgiving. It's still a time to reflect back on those things we are grateful for. So I'm grateful for you guys. I really am. You have no idea how much YouTube is supporting my family, YouTube and Etsy. Let's try not to get emotional here. You know our situation. Without YouTube and without Etsy, we would not be able to make it. And that is a reality. Scott is aware. I'm definitely aware of it. So I need to thank you guys, because this roof on top of my head and on top of my children and my entire family's head is because of you. So I have to say thank you for that. And that's the truth. I'm not exaggerating. That's the actual truth. Without you, we would be nothing. We would be in serious trouble. So I need to thank every single one of you for every single one of your views on my channel. And for those of you who purchase things on my Etsy, thank you again for your support. You are supporting my family and my household and our livelihood. You really are. So from the bottom of my heart, I need to say thank you for that. It's going to be a great Thanksgiving for us, regardless of our situation, because we are going to make it so. We're going to have a good time together as a family. Again, we're ordering. There's nothing wrong with that. It's actually cheaper than buying all the ingredients. So it's a saving financially, and it's a time saver for me. I can go back to work on Friday. I won't be totally exhausted having slaved at the stove, like many of us usually do every year. So you can still have the very best Thanksgiving despite the circumstances. Work. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Whether you celebrate or not, it's a time to be grateful. It's a time to be thankful for everything that we have. And you know what? Sometimes you need to be thankful for the stuff that you wished for and didn't get. There's a reason for that. He has a bigger plan. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.
Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.